So today we're going to be visiting the Casey station. It's been rebuilt a couple of times. The old station overlooked America's Wilkes station, and it has been rebuilt in the mid-1960s and the 50s and the 60s, and it used to sit on the opposite south side. Now it was called the Repstat, trying to pronounce it, but it refers to replacement station. And it worked until corrosion overtook it. Current Casey Station headquarters, deemed the TheShed, was built in the 1980s as part of Australia's government Antarctic rebuilding program. It was prefabricated in Tasmania and then tested and then basically hauled out there and assembled. The shed is conspicuously located at the top of a hill which the old radio mast stood. It has been deemed the largest single structure on Antarctica and was first occupied in 1988. The station has two sheds. The green shed is for storing food, and the yellow shed is for brewing. Homebrew beer is served at the station's bar called the Splinters. Now, this facility is near the Wilkins airstrip. Has accommodations with private bedrooms and shared bedrooms, communal living area with indoor rock climbing, a home theater, a gym, photographic darkroom, a library, and communal sitting areas, a meteorological center, and get this, hydroponics building where they grow lettuce, different greens, tomatoes, and fresh herbs. As far as their research, since 2008, scientists at the Casey station have been contributing to research in the study of the Law Dome, of bedrock geology, the Law Dome's geology, and the structure of the East Antarctic ice sheet and its glaciological processes. In recent years, Casey has served for a base for marine biologists to examine changes to polar seafloor communities exposed to different carbon dioxide concentrations. That seems a little weird to me, like maybe they're increasing the CO2 in areas and seeing how it affects the marine wildlife. They're also studying the influence of climate change and human impact on extensive and well-developed moss beds that grow at and near the Casey station. So they're studying human impact on moss beds in Antarctica, which for them to be affected by human exposure, they would have to be doing something to the moss beds. As far as getting there and leaving, they have a very large airstrip. It's the Wilkins Ice Runway. It is 65 kilometers or 40 miles inland, further into the continent from the station. I read on here it's 10 kilometers from the Casey Skyway. Having trouble finding it, but they keep the ice scraped down once a year, and I believe it's in some spots build up of ice around the runways has gotten to 10 or 15 foot thick of the ice on the sides, but this runway is massively wide. Anyway, there's a lot of questionable stuff going on, like the impact of human activity on moss beds that are in Antarctica, not really anything we're doing that impact that situation right there. So they must be doing something to the moss and seeing how it reacts to stuff they do to it. And also the concentrated CO2 levels at different concentration levels. It kind of sounds to me like they're pumping CO2 into different parts of the underwater areas and seeing how the marine life react to higher and lower CO2 levels. But that's about it on the research and stuff that I'm seeing about it. It was named after Richard Barron Casey. It is 100 foot above sea level, has about 150 people throughout the year, and in the wintertime it has about 20 people. So it's all around, all year long. There's somebody there constantly, and just gonna let y'all check out the rest of it. If y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Okay, I was able to find the place I'd read about the runway. It is 1.5 miles long, and it gets up to 26 foot tall of ice walls. Along some parts of it, they scrape it by bulldozers and excavators at the end of every winter. So that's how much buildup is built up beside it. It's gotten 8 meters or 26 foot high along the sides. If you notice, the dome-shaped piece of equipment out there is a dome-covered satellite tracking antenna that was upgraded in 2016 to communicate with the Himawari 8 satellite. So the big round object you see sitting in one of those are actually a satellite communication device. To access this site, you have to take a 4-hour flight from Hobart, Tasmania, followed by a 4-hour ride in an over snow bus. And then that round in the bus, 4 hours of snow. Here I'm going to show again a structure that looks like a square building, some kind of tunnel light entrance with some light shining where they shouldn't be, because this is down in the shadow of an area. So check that out, and if y'all like this, then hit that thumbs up button.